5?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone and good morning to one and all. I, myself, Mrs. Neha Prakash Kshatriya from Sewri Crossroad MPS Secondary School, welcomes all of you in statewide online lectures of BMC. As you know that we are going to revise the whatever the chapters we have learned in 8th standard. So that only we are going to revise it here first. So this is the revision part is going on, in which we have seen multiple chapters, and today it is the part which we are going to learn today, and that is area. We know that the below figures which are you can see on the screen, that we have learned in earlier chapters about the triangle, square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezoid and circle. All these figures we have already learned in earlier chapters. Now what is the most and basic important part of this uh, closed figure, and that is about the area and its perimeter. So we are going to see the area and perimeter of this closed figures. Okay, so first of all, let us see or recall what is mean by area and perimeter. These are the definitions of area and perimeter. First we will see the definitions and then we will go for the examples. What kind of example you can relate them in your day-to-day life or in your real life. Okay, so first of all, what is the definition of area? Area, the measure of the region enclosed by a closed figure, is called its area. The measure of the region, ठीक है, मतलब क्या, जो whatever the area it is covered, or whatever the flat surface is there or any surface is there, and whatever the portion it has covered, that closed figure. Okay, it is about the closed figure. I have uh, written it in bold letters, a closed figure, because it is very important that whatever the figure it should be, that should be a closed figure. It should be complete from, either it should be a circle or square or rectangle or any shape, but it should be a closed figure. So whatever the region it covers, whatever the region it covers of that closed figure, that is called the area. And what is meant by perimeter? Perimeter of a closed figure is the length of its outer boundary, that is distance around any object. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is what? Your outer boundary. ठीक है, जो भी whatever the closed figure is given to you, so whatever the outer boundary of that figure is, that is what your perimeter. See here in the image, it is given area is the amount of space a flat shape takes upon a plane. Whatever plane is given, upon that closed figure, whatever the space it takes on that flat surface, that space is what your area. For better understanding, you can use the examples. Now see here, we will take one by one example. Now you can see here that a house is there, and around that house a fencing is there. So fencing is what your, that becomes your perimeter of that house. Fencing is what your perimeter of that house. Whatever the what is mean by perimeter? Perimeter is a closed figure, is the length of its outer boundary. ठीक है, outer, बाहर की जो boundary है, that outer boundary, it is called as perimeter. So here you can see that a house is there, and whose boundary is what? A fencing is there. So that is what your perimeter. And whatever the area taken by the house, inside that perimeter, okay, inside that outer boundary, whatever the area is taken by that house, that is called as area. In above first figure, you can see where area is written, the green part, whatever the green part is there, that is your area. And whatever the sidewise fencing is there in brown color, that is your perimeter. So this is the best example or a best way to understand what is perimeter and what is area. Outer boundary is perimeter, and inner surface, whatever the surface it has covered, that is what your area. So here is also a watermelon is there. So if you can see the watermelon, it is half circle. Okay, it is a half circle. So whatever the outer boundary by black it is given, that is your perimeter, and whatever the inside color is there, green and red, that is what your area, the area covered by that watermelon. And here it is a swimming pool. So whatever the sidewise it is, that is boundary, that is your perimeter, and inside the surface in which that water is there, in that duct. Okay, so that water is what your area, or all the surface where the water is covered, that is your area. And the boundary, whatever the boundary it consists, that boundary is what your perimeter. So this is the way how you are going to identify what is the area and what is the perimeter. Okay, now very important part of the area, that what should be the unit of area. Whenever we are finding out the area, it needs the values of outer boundaries. Means if we are finding out the perimeter, then we should know how much area it has covered. Okay, so suppose there is a ground, a football ground. If you see a football ground, then it is in rectangular shape. Okay, suppose if rectangular, we have seen that what is mean by rectangle, that the opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are equal, and the angle between them is 90 degree. So one length is greater, width is smaller one. So if we see that if 10 kilometers or suppose 100 meters is the length and suppose 50 meters is the width, then how we are going to find out the area? So what is the unit used to measure that ground? Okay, so if I have considered 100 meters, okay, and 50 meters, so meter is what unit which we are using to measure that ground. And if we have to find out the area, then if we are using meter for side, that this length side is 100 meters and the width side is 50 meters, then if the side is in meters, then the area will come in square meter. See here, if the side here, the third one is meter, if the side value is in meters, then the area in front of that will come as square meter. It is written as SQ dot M or M square. M का power में 2 लिखते हैं या फिर SQ dot M भी लिखते हैं. This is also both the things are one and the same. So area unit, how we are going to write like this. So this is very important part, that whatever the side is given, if it is given in millimeter, if it is given in centimeter, if it is given in meter, or if it is given in kilometer, then that side's area, how you are going to find out? If it is mm, then it will become millimeter square or square millimeter. Then if it is written centimeter, then it will come square centimeter. If it is in meter, then it will come in square meter. And if it is in kilometer, then it will come in square kilometer. Moreover, that was also there. Kilometer के आगे भी है, hectometer and all that things. But we are not going to see such big kind of figures. We are up to limited up to this only, a little bit one. So if you remember this 4 only, that will be quite enough or sufficient for you while solving the examples. Most of the times in this 3 only, millimeter, centimeter and meter, these 3 are mostly used. Kilometers are not generally used a lot. Only a small figures are used. Okay, so if you remember this 4 only, that will be sufficient for you to understand. Okay, so this is very important part, because your unit, whatever the unit you are going to write, that consists marks. It consists your half marks. If you don't write the unit of whatever the area or perimeter or side you are going to find out, if you don't write the unit, you lose your marks. So it is very important to write down the unit of whatever the part is asked to you. We will see some examples in next lecture probably. So in that lectures, I will show how you are going to represent all the units. Okay. So, okay, now we will move towards the area of each and every figure. So whatever the types of figures we have learned in previous lectures, so that is circle, that may be circle, triangle, square, rhombus, parallelogram, rectangle, all that figures we are going to see their areas. So first we will see the area of parallelogram. So what is the area of parallelogram? So basically it is very important to understand the formula. If you understand the formula and remember or memorize it, that is enough. You don't have to think a lot about it. But if you see the diagram, that in first diagram, a perpendicular is drawn from the left hand side. Okay. I'll take a spotlight. See here. Sorry. This is a perpendicular drawn over here. ठीक है? यहाँ पे. This is your parallelogram. This is your parallelogram, and this is the perpendicular drawn over here. What they have did, they have cut this portion. This portion they have cut here and shifted to the right hand side. That portion is shifted to the right hand side like this only. In what condition it was? This slant height and this height and this. This is a right angle triangle. You can see here. Here it is perpendicular. So this triangle portion they have shifted to this side. And after shifting to this side, this this diagram becomes like this. The parallelogram becomes like this. Now this is what? This is your rectangle. This becomes your rectangle. After shifting your parallelograms, a slant जो भी height है, slant side जो है, वो from there if we take a perpendicular and we shift to the right hand side, that diagram becomes like a rectangle. And what is the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle is what? Base into height. It is simple, base into height. So area of parallelogram is also what? Your base into height. It is also your base into height. And here base is given 12, height is given 6. So remember, opposite sides are same and this opposite sides are same. So this is 12, this is also 12, this is 6, this is also 6. So here we get base 12, height 6, and after multiplying 12 into 6, we get the value as 72 square centimeters. See here the unit is square centimeter, because here in diagram the value of that figure or whatever the side or length or width is given, that is in centimeter. Here it is 12 centimeter, here it is 6 centimeter, both are in centimeters. So we write this answer after finding the area of parallelogram. We write here that 72 square centimeter, like this. Okay, so only the basic thing about area of parallelogram is to remember its formula. If you remember its formula, and it is very easy because it is similar to rectangle. So area of parallelogram is similar to rectangle. So you can find out the value easily. After finding the area of parallelogram, what is the next part? Next part is the perimeter of parallelogram. How to find out the perimeter of parallelogram? I told you it's the outer boundary. Okay, outer boundary means what? What you need? You need all the value of your sides. Whatever the side value is there, if you know that, then you can find out the perimeter of whatever the figure is given to you. Okay. So here you can see that PQRS is a parallelogram. Again, a parallelogram is there whose PQ side is 12. So comparing to that, its opposite side SR will also become 12. And similarly, PS is 7 centimeter. So its opposite sides QR will also become 7 centimeter. Because what? Because it is a parallelogram and opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. So here opposite sides are equal. It is given in parallelogram PQRS. Opposite sides are equal. So PQ is equal to SR is equal to 12 centimeter. QR is equal to PS is equal to 7 centimeter. Now what is the formula for perimeter? There is no such formula. Just sum all the sides. Just sum all the sides. PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. So if you see the diagram and the values of side PQ, that is 12, QR is equal to 7, RS is equal to 12, and PS is equal to again SP or PS, it is again 7. 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7, it will become 38, and the unit for perimeter is same as of side. So perimeter means what? Just addition of sides. You are not going to find its area or its volume. You are just adding the sides. Whatever the sides are there, only that you are adding. So if it is in centimeter, the perimeter will also come in centimeter. Okay. If the sides are given in millimeter, then your perimeter will also come in millimeter only. Here you don't have to change the unit. Only you have to change the area for unit for area. So in that diagram only, I have told you it is only unit of area, not for perimeter. Only we have to find out the unit of area. Because perimeter is what? Just addition of its outer boundary. So if it is in centimeter, the answer will be also in 30 centimeter only. Okay. So this is what the perimeter of parallelogram. So let us move towards the next point. What is the next area of rhombus. That also we have seen yesterday, that what is the rhombus. Rhombus is having all the sides equal. Rhombus is equal to near about square, but square has all the angles same. It is 90°. But in rhombus, it is not like this. It is not 90°. Here only opposite angles of rhombus are congruent or equal, but all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal. So we have to find the area by using formula. So what is the area of rhombus formula? First we will see the formula, and it is half into product of lengths of diagonals. ठीक है, half 1/2 into product means what? Multiplication. Product of length of diagonals. Whatever the diagonals are there, that product we have to write down there. So see here, the formula can be written like this also. Area is equal to d1 into d2 divided by 2. d1 into d2 divided by 2. So d1 means for diagonal 1, d2 means for diagonal 2, and half is multiplied means what? It will come at the denominator, divided by 2. See here in the diagram, you can see that one diagonal value is given 24 meter, and another diagonal value is given 18 meter. Unit is very important. The unit of this is in meters. Okay, so whenever you are finding the area, it will come in square meter or meter square. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे, we will solve diagonal 1 24 multiplied by diagonal 2 18 divided by 2. Either do multiplication. Here they have did multiplication. The 24 multiplied by 18, that is 432 divided by 2, or you can divide it this 18 or 24 by 2, because 18 also 2 9s are 18, and here 2 12s are 24. So anyone you can reduce the number, and your multiplication will become easy. They have done the multiplication and then reduce by 2. You can reduce the number and then do the multiplication. One and the same, your answer will be same whatever it is. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आ गया आपका आंसर. The last answer is 216, and the unit is meter square. See here, the unit is meter square. So if the lengths are given in meter, the unit will become meter square, like this. Okay, so the formula for the finding the area of rhombus, and that is very important, and that is half into product of length of diagonals, or half into product of diagonals. So d1 into d2 divided by 2. So this is very simple one. Area of rhombus, how you are going to find out. Okay, now what is the perimeter of rhombus? I told you, for perimeter there is no such formula. Just add the sides. Whatever the sides are given to you, just add them. See here, the side value is given s1 s2 s3 s4. Just add them. So for okay, any example we can take. And here perimeter's formula is here like this also. P is equal to 4 into s. Why 4 into s? Because we know that all the sides of rhombus are congruent or equal. So if we take s1 is equal to 4, then s2 will also be 4, s3 will also be 4, s4 will also be 4. So multiplying 4 by 4, you will get the value of the perimeter of rhombus. So if you want to take any example, we can take. Let us take one example. So suppose we are taking this value as 4. Okay. So after using the formula, what is the formula? P is equal to 4 into S. So what we will get? 4 into 4. 4 fours are how much? It is 16. And if we are taking 4 meters, then your unit will become, perimeter P is equal to 16 meter square. Like this. Your unit will be P is equal to 16 meter square. So Like this, you can solve the example. Whatever the example is given to you, you can solve like this. Either 4 into S you do for rhombus, or you add them. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It will be again 16 only. Or either you can take 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, it is 20. Or 4 into 5, it is again the same value, that is 20. So whatever you take, that is simple addition. P is equal to all sums of all sides, or you can 4 into S. For rhombus, it is possible only. Let us see next, that is trapezium. What is trapezium? Out of 4 lines, only 2 lines are parallel. Out of 4 sides, only 2 sides are parallel, then that is called as a trapezium. Then how we are going to find out the area of trapezium? So it is like this. Area is equal to half into sum of lengths of parallel sides. What is the parallel sides? Now, if you see this trapezium, A, B, C, D. Okay, so AD is parallel to BC. Here we can see clearly. So the value of AD is 6 centimeter. The value of BC is 12 centimeter. And the value between these two lines, these two parallel lines, that is 4 centimeter. It is given to us. Okay, so what we need? We need the sum of lengths of parallel sides. What are the parallel sides? AD and BC are parallel sides, and it is having the value 6 centimeter and 12 centimeters. So we have to add them multiplied by the height. Whatever the height is there in between that two lines, that height we have to multiply here. So sum of lengths of parallel side is also can be said as base 1 plus base 2. ठीक है, उसे base 1 और base 2 भी बोलते हैं, or it is also known as base only. So whatever it is, so whatever the base are there or whatever the parallel sides are there, that two sides addition we have to take, which is multiplied by the height and also multiply by 1/2. So you can see here the calculation is done. 1/2 into 6 into 12 into 4. 6 plus 12 into 4. 6 plus 12, whatever the bases are there, that two bases are added. 6 plus 12. So 6 plus 12, how much it is? 18. 18 multiplied by 4. So it is reduced by 2. 2 ones are 2 nines are 18. So what we get? 9 into 4. Or you can reduce 1/2 2 into 2 and 4 also. 2 twos are 4. So 18 into 2, it will also come 36. 9 into 4, it will also come 36 centimeter square. So unit is very important. Values were given in centimeter. So we gave the unit as 36 centimeter squares. So this is the formula for area of trapezium, and that is 1/2 into sum of lengths of parallel sides, or you can write base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by height. One and the same thing. It is written in this part, sum of lengths of parallel sides. It is written in theoretical part, and here it is given like this, base 1 and base 2. Some summation part. So whatever formula you can remember, that you can remember and put it in the examples. Next, it's perimeter. Again, perimeter means outer boundary. So whatever the outer boundary value is there, just add them. There is no such separate formula for perimeter of any of the side. So here 4 and 12 and 5 and 15.415 centimeter. All the values are given in already centimeters. So just add them. 12 plus 15.415 plus 4 plus 5. Whatever the value it is, we don't have to think about them. Whatever the value it is, just add them and find out the value. So here again for the perimeter, only centimeter will come because we are adding the sides only. We are not going to find out the area or its volume. Okay, so addition of all this value is 36.415 centimeter. You can do the addition. So it will come the same 36.415. So if not, you can see here also, it is directly, we can see this is 20, 10, 30, 30 and 6, 36.415. Orally this can be done. Okay, So this is what the perimeter of trapezium. Okay, so next point is area of triangle. Everyone know that what is the area of triangle? That is base into height. 1/2 into base into height. Whatever the base is there, that is multiplied by the perpendicular height or the height and multiplied by 1/2. That is the area of triangle. So here is Heron's formula. By using Heron's formula also we can find out the area of triangle, because if we are given the value of sides, okay, only the value of sides is given, not base and height. At that time you can find out the area of triangle. And what is the area of triangle for Heron's formula? It is under square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. And what is the s? S is what? Semi-parameter, perimeter. So S is equal to, how it is formed, the formula A plus B plus C divided by 2. This is the formula of Heron's formula. Either you find out by this way or that way, your area will be same. Your area will not change. But you should know the value of all the value. You should know all the parameters of this triangle. So if you know all the sides, you should also know the height of this triangle. So either you multiply 1/2 into base into height of this same triangle, it will also come same. Or if you go by the Heron's formula by using the sides, then you have to remember two different formulas. First is for semi-parameter, perimeter, or and area of triangle. So you have, here you have to remember two different formulas, and here only one, that is 1/2 into base into height. But it depends upon what is given to you. If all the sides value is given, that is a, b, c, all these values are given, then you have to go with Heron's formula. And if only base and height value is given, then you can go with the second formula, normal area of triangle, that is 1/2 into base into height, like this. So I guess I have here examples. So see here, first example is normal by one base and height value is given. That base B is equal to 10, H height is equal to 8. Okay, unit is not given. If a unit is not given, then don't write the unit. Okay, so B is equal to 10, H is equal to 8. So put in the formula. What is the formula here? 1/2 into B into H. So here 1/2 into 10 into 8. Either you reduce 2 by 4, 10 by 2, or 8 by 2, whatever it is. So let us reduce 10 by 2, it will come 5, 5 8s are 40. So your answer for the first example, that is 40 units. So if not unit is written, you can write the only unit. So that is also okay. And second one, it is Heron's formula example. See here, side value is given 4, 5 and 6. Just add them, divide by 2. 4 plus 5 plus 6. It will become 13, 14. Sorry, it is 15. So 15 divided by 2, it is 7.5. So this value is of semi-parameter S. Put in the formula. What is the formula of area of triangle? For Heron's formula, that is S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. S into in under root. So after solving this, under root of 7.5, that is S, into S minus A, that is 7.5 minus 4, then S minus B. Therefore, S minus 7.5 minus 5 and 7.5 minus 6. After doing all the calculation and removing the square root, you will get the value approximately equal to 9.9. We don't have to find out the equal value. It will nearly equal to, because this is square root. So while finding the square root part, it will come nearly equal to 9.9. Okay. So these are the examples of area, how to find out the area by using two different formulas. One is Heron's formula and one is normal, which we use all the time. That is 1/2 into base into height. Now what is the perimeter? Again, it is just addition of all the sides. So here it was same. Heron's formula 4, 5, 6. This is what the perimeter addition. If we add all these things, this is what the perimeter means. What sides jo bhi hai, whatever the sides are there, just add them. So here again the perimeter means what? P is equal to A plus B plus C. Just add the sides. Here it is given example 4, 3, 4 and 5. So perimeter becomes 5 plus 4 plus 3, which is equal to 12 centimeter. Again it is given in centimeter. So your answer or value will become in centimeters. So this is what the perimeter of triangle. Okay. Now how we are going to find out the area of circle? Now if we take a circle and if we cut the circle in triangular part, you can see the green and blue part. In such kind of part, if we cut the triangle and if we arrange it properly, means one up and one down, one up and one down. Cut the triangle, cut the circle in triangular parts, small parts, and arrange like this. One is at the upsides, one is at the below side. One is at the upside, one is at the below side. If we cut this circle in such part and if we arrange like this, you can see that it forms a rectangle. You can see that it forms what? A rectangle. And what is the rectangle area? It is simple base into height. Now what is the base of this circle? It is pi r, because we know that the circumference of the circle is how much? It is 2 pi r. The complete round of that circle, that is 2 pi r. 2 pi r, how it is formed? It is formed by addition of opposite sides. Okay, so this is base becomes pi r, so opposite side also becomes pi r. Pi r and pi r becomes 2 pi r. So here base is only pi r, and whatever the height is there, that is what your radius. Because here you have cut this triangle, cut the circle in from by using center part. So from center to the point of circle, that is part to your radius part. So here base is pi r, height is r. So after multiplying this, your area become base into height, that is pi r into r. So your area, how it is formed? Area is formed as pi r square. In this form, your area is formed. So if you don't remember all this process, just don't go in all this process. Just remember the formula that area of circle is equal to pi r square. How it came, how it derived, if it is hectic for you to understand all this part, so it is okay. It is completely okay, not at all an issue. Because what is important for you while solving an example, that you should remember the area of circle. What is the formula for finding the area of circle? And it is pi r square. How it came? If it is difficult for you to understand, then keep it for you only. That is not very important. What is the important part is that to remember the formula while finding the area of circle. So area of circle is pi r square. That much is okay. Whenever you are given any example, then what is you are going to write down for the area of that circle, that is pi r square. What is the value of pi? Pi value is 22 upon 7, or you can write 3.14. There is a non-ending value of pi while writing in point 3.14. There is non-ending values. But for what we can say, while finding the area, we take only 2 or 3 digits. Okay, not more than that. So area is equal to pi r square. Okay, here is one example for area to find out the area of circle. And area of circle value is pi r square, means what? We need the radius. R is what your radius, we need the diameter is given. That diameter is 8 centimeter. It is given. So how we are finding the radius? Whatever the diameter is there, divide by 2. So r is equal to d upon 2. Value of d is 8. 8 upon 2 becomes 4 centimeter. Now we will use the formula of area, that is A is equal to pi r square. Pi value here they have taken 3.142. I have told you there is never ending value of pi. So here we are taking only 2 or 3 values. So here they have taken 3 values, 3.142 multiplied by 4 square, whatever the radius is there, its square we have to take. So 4 square is 16. After multiplication, so this becomes 3.142 multiplied by 16. This becomes 50.27 centimeter square. You can do the calculation at home also and try it by yourself. So the answer will be 50.27 centimeters square. Okay. Circumference of circle means what? Perimeter of circle. Circumference means what? The outer boundary of circle. And outer boundary of circle is called as circumference. Either you can say perimeter of circle or you can say circumference. The formula is C is equal to 2 pi r. We have already seen that the circle, when we cut it in triangular shape and we arrange it properly in such a way that it form a rectangle. So in rectangle, your base becomes pi r. Okay, so here pi r and pi r both up and down. After adding them, it becomes your 2 pi r. Okay, so circumference of circle is C is equal to 2 pi r. Now we have to find out the circumference of each circle below. So here two circles are given to you, one in which one diameter is given and in one in which the radius is given. So C is equal to 2 pi r or 2r is equal to d. It is one and the same. See here in this example, if we multiply this 2r, see here, we will take a pen. Okay, C r is equal to d divided by 2, or this can be written as 2r is equal to d. This is one and the same thing. This 2 is shifted to the left hand side of is equal to, so it will get and multiply. So 2r is equal to d. Okay, so this is one and the same thing. So that is only taken here in this example. That this 2r, C is equal to 2 pi r is there. So pi is taken to the left hand side and 2r is there. So 2r is equal to d. So if we don't want, if it the diameter is given, you can write down the formula like this also. C is equal to pi into d. Pi value is 3.14 multiplied by 12. See here, 3.14. Here 2 digits are taken. In last example, we have seen 3.142. 3 digits were taken. So it depends completely upon you that how much digits you have to take. But not more than 3 digits. You are not allowed to take more than 3 digits. You can take up to 3 digits only. After 3 digits, you are not allowed to take the digits. And see here, first example, if we see that pi into d, 3.14 into 12, after doing the multiplication, we get here 37.68 centimeter. And in second example, if we see, C is equal to pi d. So here d value they have find out, or you can write as 2 pi r also, that is also same thing. So it will become 2 into 3.14 into 8. So 2 into 3.4 into 8. So why that is also one and the same thing. So here you can find out they have find out the value of d is equal to 2 into 8, that is 2 into radius r, which is equal to 16. Then how we are going to find out the circumference? C is equal to 3.14 multiplied by 16, and doing the multiplication we get 50.24 centimeter. Again, C circumference, or if it is the perimeter, the whatever the side value is given, that unit only will come. Centimeter hai to centimeter aayega, meter hai to meter aayega. For circumference or perimeter or side, this is the same. Only for area, your unit gets changed. So whenever you are finding the area, you have to keep this in your mind, that whatever the side unit is given, that unit you have to use there. That unit only you have to use there. So in square, if meter is there, then meters, square meter or centimeter square you can write. If it is in centimeter, then square centimeter or centimeter square. If millimeter is there, then square millimeter or millimeter square. And if it is in kilometer, then you can write square kilometer or kilometer square. We have already given to you. For any of the reference, if you want that you have forgotten to take the screenshot of you, or you have forgotten to return, then whenever you want, you can go on our YouTube channel of BMC 9 standard. You can search for this videos. You will get there all the videos, and you will get again, you can again watch the videos and recall or revise it, or you can get all the notes over there also. So this is what the circumference of circle. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture. So let us stop here. Ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Okay. Yes, Krish Shetty. Do you have any doubt? Krish Shetty. Do you have any doubt? Why you raised your hand? Hello, ma'am. Mansi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have completed my lecture. Ma'am might be busy in some stuff. So I'll
Yeah,
leave the meeting. Shall I leave
we
the
have to
meeting?
take a break, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Students,
yeah,
there
you
is
can,
break
you can.
for 10 minutes. So, ma'am, you can start after 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.